This is how the weekend ended with over 3 inches of rain. So, not really an ideal situation. So the broken cutter bar led us to the bad bearing, because when I took the head off, I noticed the bad bearing. We fixed that. We put the head on, which led us to the bad slip clutch on the feeder house, which led us to the four-wheel drive machine to see that the bar on the drum that holds the chain tight on the feeder house on that machine is bent, which led us to taking the corn head off of that, backing up, which led us to an aluminum pipe that punched through our brand new tire. Which led us to somewhere in there, Rick was cutting with the 9600 and a adjustment bolt broke on the variable drive belt for the cylinder. So the belt came out of tension, and he didn't wreck the belt. It's got some wear on it, and she warmed up, I'm sure, but it looks like it's still usable. That's the belt we just put on back in the wheat harvest, which led us to the weekend where we got 3 1/4 inches of rain over Saturday and Sunday, which leads us to Monday morning. Here it is. I'm not sure what we're going to do. Well, if you're wondering what 3 1/2 inches of mud or 3 1/2 inches of rain looks like, this is just from trying to get the header car out, because I'm not standing in all that mud, because my truck is all the way up there, and that's where the tools are and the fingers and all the pieces I need. So I finally got it out after an hour of monkey putzing around, because if there's one thing that takes almost as much time as snow, it's mud. She needs some fingers, because I don't think there's two fingers left in it. Well, we're getting there. I've got a bunch of the fingers in. Now we're changing this, because that style and this style are junk, and this style seems to be a little bit better. So I have to take a hammer and tap that down a little. But I seem to be missing, for some reason, when you look inside, you see the plastic pieces that hold the fingers. I'm missing a couple. So I'm going to be missing. I don't have. See, I should have one here. And then here as well for this. And this one, I don't know. Oh, right here. So that's 2. And down here, I'm missing one there, and I have one there. So I'll be able to use right there. So, but I'm going to be missing a couple. And then I'll put the access covers back in. But this is much nicer working here. It did start to rain again, so it's just way better being up out of the mud. So, but that's all we're doing, is avoiding the mud for today. So Rick was working over to the dryer. And Rick was working to the dryer to get that done. Well, not done. There was a bearing that needed to be replaced along with... We're doing a lot of maintenance this week, so, but that's how that goes. So it's gonna get done because it's muddy out. You see the puddles behind me? That gets wet down there across the road. Dad plays over there, but he got that cut off good and early. So alrighty, let's finish the fingers up and what we can finish and move along.
Or twice in 1 year.
Oregon Trail.
I was outside of Portland. I was at the Columbia River Bonneville fish hatchery there one season there. I've seen the salmon spawning in the fall or in the spring or whatever time of year it was. The window was like this big, Jay, about 8 feet tall and 8 feet wide, and a big old king, he'd be swimming up at Jay, they'd be this big.
Who's
the king
that?
Salmon, the Pacific.
Oh, the salmon.
Oh, the kings. Oh, they're freaking huge, man. Oh, yeah. Shit, yeah. I seen the Pacific Ocean. Fished in it. Didn't catch anything, but I wish, if I didn't know then what I know now, I still been there. I would never came back to New York State, man.
Yeah, right.
No snow.
Amen to that. Never came back to this shithole.
Yeah, cold, damp, rotten, freaking, this is miserable, man.
Yep, you got that right. Cold, damp, rotten.
Hey, so what? So Haiti had an earthquake?
That was old news, unless something else just happened.
Oh, that was old. Oh, wow. Oh, the kidnappings in Haiti. That's what.
Oh yeah, the kidnapping. That's new.
The recent, yeah.
They're longer than 6 inches, but.
You got good. Is it lightweight?
Yeah.
For you, it probably is. When I went to Dick's a couple years ago, I'm looking at crossbows. I couldn't lift them. I said, my God. I see one in a glass case, $1,600, Jay. Yeah, I guess they were really lightweight. I said, that's my kind of bow, man.
Yeah.
My shoulder is not what it was. That's what I went to the 20 gauge for. But I went back. I was there last week for like 3 or 4 hours doing wood back and forth. I didn't see one deer.
Nothing. Nothing.
I walked all the way through there around them pines and that, and didn't kick anything up. But that's as far as. And I went down on the trails, but I didn't go to where we saw them rubs last year. But I'm hoping to get over there this afternoon and go see.
Well, you better get moving then, because it's already 4 o'clock. This is how you drag the header in. I have a sneaking suspicion that things are going to be really, really wet